All right, as we've been discussing, the 49th annual March for Life took place earlier today. The theme this year was Equality Begins in the Womb. Actor Kirk Cameron was one of the marquee speakers at the event, and he's here with us now to recap that message. Kirk, good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, my friend. How are you? Great to talk to you.
Good, man. I was down there earlier today. It was bitter cold. It was great to be out there. Talk to me a little bit about what was your message to the crowd?
Well, first of all, it was cold, and I'm from California, where we've always got nice weather. But it was a cold hands, warm heart kind of environment. There were tens and tens of thousands of people smiling, caring. So just the kind of people that you want to be around all the time. There's nowhere else I would have rather been this morning. So we heard from a lot of different people, and there was a young lady named Katie with Down syndrome that just brought the house down. I mean, they were chanting her name at the end. She was such an electrifying and thrilling speaker to talk about equality beginning in the womb. And I shared what a personal issue this is for me, because my wife is an adopted child. She was one doctor appointment away from not existing. And we adopted our first 4 children, and each of them were very close to not being here. And if my wife hadn't been born, either would our 2 natural born children be here. And so my entire family of 6 kids and my wife, I see not as mistakes, but as miracles. And I'm so glad and thankful for the pro-life community and their work, which resulted in me having this wonderful family.
Wow, that's amazing. Kirk, you come from a world, Hollywood, and California. California now said it's going to be a sanctuary state for abortion, but also Hollywood has really embraced a pro-abortion message mostly. So how do you go against the grain, and do you think there's any hope to get a pro-life message back into Hollywood?
So I believe that there's always hope, and the key is to know where you're placing your hope. So I don't place my hope that all of Hollywood or even the most influential in Hollywood are going to have a come to Jesus moment and be filled with a love for God. God sends his spirit into the hearts of people all over the place, and often uses nobodies from nowhere with nothing to offer but a surrendered heart to him to make all of the necessary changes. And already in Hollywood, there are more and more people who are coming to terms with the fact that equality begins in the womb. In fact, the guys who made the movies Fireproof, Courageous, and War Room, I was in one of those. We teamed up together, and we have a brand new film coming out later this year in theaters called Life Mark. And it's about a true story that values life at every stage and illustrates the beauty of adoption and the impact that one person's life can have on so many. I mean, we couldn't have scripted something this good, and this true life story will be in the theaters later this year. We're putting on the finishing touches now, and Hollywood is going to be sending out a strong pro-life message and pro-adoption message through this film.
First of all, I want to thank you for that. I think the message of adoption is so important. It's something that my wife and I are very into as well, and I don't think it gets the due that it deserves. And so, thank you for what you and your wife do to get that message out, and what you're doing now with this film. It's really important to do. I'll tell you the thing that I found so heartening out on the mall, and you have to be there to get reminded of it. But it was this sea of young people, and it's you think sometimes in the movement it's run by older people, because they have to, these groups, right? But when you go down on the mall and you see these young people, college-age folks, high school folks, and even younger folks holding these signs, marching, chanting, being part of it, it really gives you hope as far as the movement in the future.
Absolutely, it does. The pro-life movement has youth on its side, and it has science on its side. It's becoming harder and harder for people to try to pretend like we're not talking about human babies with tons of potential, future presidents, future doctors and lawyers and media professionals. And young people get it, and they want to change the world. And they're learning to put their hope not in government or the laws that we pass. They're putting their hope in the power of God working through the hearts of people. And they know that there's nothing more precious than life.
Kirk, I appreciate you being here. I know that it probably is taking you and your California blood a little while to warm down now after being out there. I'm from New England, and I was freezing cold today. So anyway, thank you for being here and spreading the message. Good luck with the movie. I hope you come back and talk to us about the movie.
My word of advice is grow a beard. My word of advice is grow a beard. Face sweaters keep you warm.
I hope Sean takes you up on it.
Maybe for November.
After the last election, liberty-minded Americans are facing a difficult question. What do we do now? We do have a plan to stop them. This is the only plan that bypasses Biden and Congress to save the republic. Sign the petition at conventionofstates.com.